We're gaming. We're so back. Perfection. We're here. Don't know why this takes you by surprise. We're switching the game up. I warned everybody. It's okay, it's okay. I was like, yeah, I'm still thinking about playing Deep Sleep later. And everyone was like... I was like, well... But I remember the reaction when I brought this game up before, and I couldn't not. Not this time. For nostalgic spooks. This is the nostalgic spookiest. But I was surprised is this one's also 2012. So what I'm learning is I think of being 16 and 17 as being a young teenager now, which is terrifying to think about. I definitely feel like I was younger when I played this. But apparently I played this directly before playing Eve or something. Why do I keep going to the options menu? We look into the abyss. The abyss also looks into you. We've heard many times. I've just woken up. So this is a point-and-click flash horror game that I really liked back in the day. And I haven't played it in a long time. I keep reaching for the keyboard, but this game's mouse only. I need to get back in the 2012 mindset. That being said, I haven't looked at the content of this game in a long time. Games for baby mouse. Yeah. These are the games that made me into the mouse that I am. It's mildly foreboding. Oh, we'll take that. Was this always quiet? It smells really bad from there. Cold outside. Banana phone? Perchance. Ring, 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 ring. Flashlight? It has no batteries. Thank you for specifying. I forgot this game was silent. I mean, it's not silent. There was certainly music a minute ago. I wouldn't want to ruin the dramatic effect. Have no batteries, but you must flash. I didn't plan on providing music. All I have is plaque holder. But you love Eeping? It's just rather unnerving is all. Hung Shu Mimi. That's all this guy ever thinks about. Here we go. So that's why it's called deep sleep. That person looks dead tired. Alright. Seriously, though? I'm about to summon a track. This I cannot bear, but it will unfortunately be a 3-minute loop. But it's going to be, like, real background. I like has past the aux. If only I wasn't terrified of copyright infringement, I would have probably had something set up to play music already. What's everyone's favorite track? Chill in the Arcade, Desolate Kingdom, or Light Rain? Let me get these advanced audio properties. I want to hear it too. I've got news for everybody. The game has been playing sound this entire time, and I've been deaf to it. When I thought the music of the game cut out, it did, and it's because my headphones stopped working. It was not a bit. I was in utter silence and so upset. POV, your annoying neighbor is blasting the alley stream from their speakers at 2 a.m. I didn't know until I looked... until I was turning on the audio capture and I couldn't hear it. Shoot, I didn't know until I was turning on the monitor for the music and I couldn't hear that either. This is when I learned my headphones are broken, like legitimately. Not broken yet. We have atmosphere. I wasn't privy to this entire atmosphere this whole time. Ah! Lakayla, hi. I was very distracted, very scared. Woo woo. Thank you for the shouty. Of course. I'm trying out reflexive shouties because I can never think to do it myself. You gotta set that up in your bot. I only say it's reflexive to gauge reactions to that. Notice your C drive, your bot config was one of the only things you didn't have backed up. Nix, who I also stream with, lost all of their OBS configuration and everything. And I said at that moment, wow, I should really back that up. And now I'm realizing I should really back that up too. Because I would be devastated. I'm sure this note gets to you somehow. At this point, you should know all this is not real. I hope the inner awakening went well and you have a full lucid control over the dream. Sincerely yourself. Your OBS setup is pretty minimal. So if you lost it, you can remake it in a day. My OBS is deeply integrated into all of my things. Like, not even an off day, a day after work. I've got so many layers of browser sources and GIFs that interact with each other. It's a spaghetti mess in there. I learned that at least it's very valuable to split things into different scenes and then nest your scenes. So I don't have a copy of my alerts, for example, on every single scene. I just have it one scene that I can put on the scenes I need it and edit it all on one thing, and I never have to worry about it again. That's helpful. Use backlinks for the same effect. I haven't heard of that. What is it? Is it a good idea? It's all boxes. I made one box and scaled it to make the different overlays. And the overlay's not even on right now. Bottle of water. It won't budge. It's too dark to see anything. We have old cloth. Brace yourself. I had the warning flare go off in my brain before it happened. Instead of a nested scene, which you find awful to work with in OBS personally, you make a link to the existing overlay in each scene. Gotcha. Same effect, just different method. Save? There's no saving. Unless you mean my, Oh! That's right, in this one you can't just, like, investigate a thing and expect my lucky piece of coal, and expect your character to suggest things. You have to verbally say, use this femur as a lever. Handle's hot as hell? What if I used a rag? Good idea, but it's still too hot. Thank you for appreciating my idea. What about wet rag? Soaking wet piece of old cloth. You have 2 scenes you used for nesting. Sorry. Thank you. I love you. One for your camera capture. Camera meaning your camera, of course, of course. One for your game capture. I've got, like, so many goofy redeems and things. Beamer? Maybe I will. Know who else is hot as hell? Me, you need to turn on the fan. So true. Most of your stuff is dynamically generated with code or shaders at runtime. And somehow it performs better than browser sources. I'm looking into, It might not be a very good idea, but I'd like to learn Godot and then make a very, very basic overlay with it. I've worked with it before, but only to make like little practice projects. Godot. I was honestly looking between that and HTML, and just using the HTML as a browser source. I was like, it'll save me a click, but I can just save the Godot program to the whatever the macro is called through Windows Power Toys. So it actually doesn't save any time. Right, Allison gets all the head pits in the relationship. Hang on. Godot is the technically correct way to say it, but you're not fucking French, so you'll always call it Godot. I'll allow that. Do you know fucking French was a banned term? I mean, reasonable. We got click and drag technology here. Sorry, I give you scritchies whenever you ask. It's not that one-sided. Writing a little program as a side project that merges all your browser sources into one single overlay. If I get Godot up and running, I'll be able to do away with most of my browser sources because most of them are just people's profile pictures. It's a headache because web is a headache. I need to buckle down and just learn how to do this stuff. Instead of just learning bits and pieces as I want or need them. Like, actually force myself to do a structured study of a thing. I have a feeling this is all there is. A354. Oh. Hate OBS with a fiery passion, but it's unfortunately the only reasonably priced option. PMix is awesome, but it's like 300 for a license. Yeah, that's a little intense. Yeah, I was not hearing this the entire time. It was dead silent the entire time. I'll be honest, I haven't tried anything else. OBS was... It was either OBS or... Man, I can't think about it with that wake up in my ear. It's broadcast software meant for TV. Makes sense. Is it a one-time license? I wouldn't expect it. Stuff like that, they usually try to get you on a subscription. Yeah, one time. And start your own TV station. I mean, why not? A cube with a keyhole. Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm dumb. I keep forgetting to check my inventory. Twitch Studio was actually goated with the sauce. Nyx was using that too. They were upset. They had to transition over to OBS. Try Twitch Studio. Not only did it solve all the issues, it has the best scene editor ever. I was born in OBS, molded by it. Back in my day, it was either that or XSplit. When I first started messing with OBS, or when I started messing with streaming. So I just kind of nestled right back in. It's better than it was, but it would kind of have to be. Got the batteries. I'm out of here. Wake up. You'd watch my station? Oh, thank you. Wake up. Grab a brush and put a little makeup. Is that a song? Ask them if they'll open source if it's dead anyway. I wish that was practically... I don't know if I want to say I wish that was legal. Ow. Yeah, you know what? That's how I feel, so I'm just going to say it. If you're just going to abandon software, just abandon it as abandonware. Free them. How do you feel when people remake songs in different styles? Richard Cheese? There's a Richard Cheese version. Do links get zapped here? Yes, unfortunately. But now yours shouldn't for the next, like, half hour or something. Which is to say you usually like it a lot. I like it a lot, too. If you're cold... If your old software is cold, let them in. Exactly. I need to reconsider... Oh, classy. I didn't realize that... Oh no! It's opening up on stream! I should not have clicked. Oh well, now everyone knows what we're talking about. That's the tattiest OPS I've ever seen. I didn't mean to go southern with that, but it happened. My deepest regrets to all of you. Also, sorry for blasting your screenshot on the internet. It was sincerely an accident. I forgot that this was happening in my browser. Yeah, you did post it on the internet, so... An old scale. That golden statue, that's mine now. You like hard rock songs done in a cabaret style? Leaking DMs? It was not a DM. It was a PM. The P'est of M's, short only of a post on x.com. The everything app. Nothing private on there. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he does, Richard Cheese. Didn't look like PMs. PM, of course, meaning public message. Aren't PM and DM the same thing? Well, then they're both useless, aren't they? Did your best to have it mimic the Twitch Studio UI without compromising the OBS specific stuff. And what about a public message? What could it mean? Little Cody is lost without his plushy tiger. It's old and squeaky. Just like me. For real, for real. That's just a message. You win this round. No, name sounds like bait, and it is, but that's its actual stage name. I didn't doubt it for a second. Prime Minister and Dime Minister. You trying to prime and dime us over here? Old and squeaky like me. I'll have you know I'm 30. Nearly. So I'm allowed to call myself old and squeaky. Small cube with a hole. Soaking wet piece of old cloth. Flashlight. A golden statue. Everyone tag yourselves. Where my lucky piece of coal at? Nearly 30 sisters. Have arthritis though, so you're allowed to be squeaky. At one's you. Everyone, we can't all be soaking wet. We can't all be soaking wet pieces of old cloth around here. No, I guess that's right. Sorry, I don't want to hamper your dreams. Let's all be soaking wet pieces of cloth and hang out together until we all dry. Call our hangout the washing machine? Totally. Aw, thank you, Isa. I taught her went to sleep and she never woke up. I'm sorry that happened. My son's personality has completely changed overnight. It probably didn't. You were just ignorant. Until now. Mary's wife possessed? Daily mysteries. Nobody even know when it has started. One thing for sure, she is not the same person our mayor married 7 years ago. That's called wanting a divorce. Oof. Your daughter's doing just fine. I can't start spouting my son turned out fine memes on the internet. I can't. Like, nah, it might cross the line. The line's been crossed so many times. This isn't demonic possession, this is just people existing and realizing they want different things. Exactly. You just listen to Richard's rendition of Tech City. Isa's now a friend who, if you found crying, you'd be asking them, what's the matter, buddy? Who do I need to go kill? Was that not the case before? I typed, ma'am, stop misgendering your daughter. Nope. I know where it is, though. Willing to throw yourself on that grenade. The consequences for crossing lines in chat is not that you face any consequences, it's just that chat drifts even further towards the abyss. Talked to your dad a few times on the phone since you came out to him. And he's called you son once. That's good. Pardon, I just realized I haven't spoken to my father since I came out the second time. But this time for real, for real. This time I won't accept no for an answer. Champ to come visit? Either you've been fully disowned, or he's begrudgingly trying to be respectful. Imagine telling family. I mean... legitimately not bragging, but it largely turned out fine for me. It is not the reason I haven't spoken to my father. Sort of did it by accident. The family I still talk to, though, is actually the most liberal. Not that that should be a thing, but it is. A354, by the way. But there were quite a few less barriers for me. I was pretty confident it would be okay. Still trying to figure out how it's going with certain people. They'll grow comfortable with it, or it's their problem. Sir with politics got angry and kept telling him you wanted to stop talking. Jeez. Exactly same. I got bad news. I don't remember the code. Shoot. I mean, telling them was easy. It was more getting them to believe me that was the hard part. Or I guess understand more accurately. Got my piece of paper here with 6952 on it. I'm just going to write it down like I should have originally. Accidentally came up to mom, but... well, there's two reasons. One could just be, like, keeping it on the down low. Not gonna like it. That's why. Jeez. Jeez. It's pretty difficult when you're still living near family. For me, I was out on my own and basically... it was what it was. And they could accept or choose not to. Yeah. At some point, you just gotta... If you want to keep having a relationship, you kind of just have to be upfront about it. It happens. I don't know your situation, but I hope things are easier to handle than they seem. But I couldn't possibly know that. I was also lucky when I told the Aussie family I just had, like, Surrey there with me. And it was the same thing, like... Well, it's the... Hello? Not touching that? Close faster? Can I climb with the pickaxe? That's what she said? Yeah, that's what she said. But it felt very safe. It was like... What's she gonna do? If she wants this relationship to continue, there's one thing she can do, and that's it. You'll have to deploy the jorts. Yeah. I mean, I remember despite knowing how my mom feels about this, still being anxious to come out as gay as a teenager. Even though she showed me Rocky Horror Picture Show when I was like 5, so that's not a guarantee. But it is a funny way to describe her personality. Creepy painting? How dare you? She posed hard for that. Count your mom as by at like 16, 18? '23 or 24. I remember asking questions as a little kid and getting some, trying her best answers. That would have been in the very early 2000s. If I had accepted I was trans sooner and had the language to tell her, then I would have been able to tell her sooner. Both at 27. Both your civvies had already at least introduced the concept before you said anything. That is helpful. Hello? My show was a dense and frustrating one. I can't reach there. I really thought that was next. Didn't have words for a long time, just manic rants about being a genderless light form. That's a nice way to explain it. Helpful, at least. Manic rants is a great way to explain anything. That's true. That's how I explain everything, but usually only in private. Doing it right now? Is this manic? Very manic at the moment. I hope it's better soon. My lucky piece of coal? Not quite. You just hope to have a story of your own someday? Have you asked him? Don't get you started. As a little kid, you wanted Barbie dolls and stuff. Yeah. As cool as my family seems. They did make it a rule where it's like, no, you can't ask for those things. Did you see a boy in the ad? Then it's not for boys. The opposite is etherealness. So maybe manic is better. Manic is better than etherealness, I suppose. Oh, this is what I was... No. That's where I came from, isn't it? Can you stop that, please? Burpy Wurby Pumpkin Slurpy. So true. You didn't know he could clone? Well, maybe not, but... sharing is caring. I'll catch it. I really thought I had it with the net. Just newspaper clippings. It's super not that. Not going back in there. Understandable. I truly am locked in a nightmare. Nightmare is aimlessly navigating in a point-and-click adventure game on the internet. Fame. Endlessly navigating. Pointing and clicking. Trying things at random to see whether it had any effect at all. Akka, throw shit at the wall and see what sticks exactly. I don't have to do anything you tell me. Stop it, though. I would like nothing more than to use that phone line as some kind of rope or this bed sheet. Bezos is approaching. He's been heralded. What I do have to do is a 5-minute break. Apparently not. Oh yeah, Cass, are you in for the anarchist farming commune? There will be cuddle puddles. There will be no elected leaders, but there will be a defense force. Only to protect our sovereignty over ourselves. You call Night Watch? Of course. You're so alert at the night times. As long as there's no taxes, of course not. Well, If we're working the farm as a job together, we might have a reverse tax system. Which is to say we'd pay ourselves, but also put some back for maintaining. The only one we might not be able to avoid is property tax. We're gonna let people have that. You can't have property tax with no property. I've hit the point of trying everything on everything. Are we completely claiming territory? Oh, yeah. Was that... I thought that was always part of the plan. Do you have a flag? They'll make us need one. Won't they? If we call ourselves a church, we won't have to pay taxes. That's genius. We gotta have a flag. That's the rules. It's true. We're gonna need a large defense force. It's true, unfortunately. You're awake, but at what cost? I'm so sorry. It's the rules made up by people who make flags. Welcome back, Kay. How are you doing? We're planning the farming commune. It might be a cult, but only on paper, don't worry. Church. I meant to say church. For tax purposes. Thank you, also thank you. I think I will have to take that break, and I'm going to look up one single hint. I was going to say, and maybe I'll spare YouTube the content, but how could I? UPC in the mountains for the win? I don't know what that stands for, but I'm willing to stand for it. I'll break here, but I'll be right back. And when I come back, I'll actually know where to go. I promise. See you in less than 5. Oh, queer poly commune? In that case, yes. Quarter pounder with cheese? Also yes. Can I have both? Oh, welcome back. There's a screen I didn't know existed. I am the fool. Excuse me? Excuse me? I broke it. By clicking a link. A link that doesn't even work. It went to a 404. Welcome back, Cass. Welcome back, friend. Welcome back, Isa. Thank you for excusing me, Cass. I'm gonna have to reload this and hope it still works. Welcome back, squad, not Allie. That's reasonable. Yeah, Script Welder's original walkthrough. Sorry for the flashbang. Just goes to a 404. Right, Sally? Thank you. Welcome back, LaKayla. Flashfang. Oh, thank you for the pats, too. I'm hoping progress is saved. No, stop it. Your links break things now. No more links. It's not saved to eat something. Make something yote. The only thing nearby is my dog and he's asleep. Yotith thine link. Do not eat the puppy. I would never. Favorite link is the furry one in Twilight Princess. My favorite link is the furry one in A Link to the Past. Your ex-friends have a cat that likes being yote. When I had a cat, it also liked being yote gently. That's a glorious pastime, gently tossing your cat onto the bed. If they like it. Pick her up, toss her onto a giant beanbag. She gets up and runs back over and hops up in your arms. Rog Wolfger you like so very much. Oh, the wolf link. There was an extra scene. I didn't know this was here. Now we're cooking. Nice gentle yeets. Wink, if you will. Wolf link. Not wonk. Never. It's Wolf Link. Wink from Twilight Princess. Wouldn't that make him twink? Twilight Princess Wolf Link? Yeah, that fits. Can't speak from experience, but I'm also sure bunnies enjoy that activity. I enjoyed that activity. When I was young and bouncy. Why wouldn't they? Looks somehow familiar. We have a loud gym. Plenty of Rados enjoy a good read. Yeet, sorry. I've been thinking of Doritos this entire time since we were talking about yeets. You've come to throw me. Don't tell the elf. The elf? And a read. Of course, the read. Jeez. Your AI is going delirious. I love goofy AIs. What do you use yours for, if I may ask? Told you to use your head as a pillow. Get more cranial padding. Computers are smart, you better listen to it. Imagine living in Middle Earth and not knowing Lord of the Rings. Ow, 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 ow. What part of me does not turn transparent? This is very important for Twitch TOS purposes. AI-powered bots for things like VR chat. I love them. Are they abominations? I hope so. Do they constantly spout uncanny nonsense? Because that's my favorite. Jeez! You are dead. Well, shoot. You have to use available open models. You have to use unrestricted models and your own more limited restrictions. That makes sense so far. I am dead, but I am free. It happens. Well, well, shoot. I'm so sad that the random ones aren't gonna get used because you can't send an empty one. Hey! Metal Git, seriously? I assume those were broken. And then, just like that, I woke up. Nightmare was over, but my life has changed forever. Was it all just a dream? Or were these creatures real? Pourquoi no los dos? I have to know. I just have to know the truth. I can't stop thinking about it. I have to go back. Back to the deep sleep. One time, friend was talking to the bot about cleaning his house. Went off the wall and started talking about fucking a station wagon. That happens. Sometimes I do that. You'll find who killed me, capture them, and no one will ever die again. That sounds like a decent plan. Beep. Hi, Nimbus. How are you doing? I just realized why no one's getting automatically shouted out. It's because all of these people must have made a message less than 12 hours ago. Which is haunting to think about. But honestly, maybe that's a good ratio. Did you hear the heavy is dead? Oh no. I would love... I don't know if I've ever seen... apart from, man, what's his name? Code Bullet. Code Bullet did that Rick and Morty thing. But those are all just animations. There's something extremely funny about watching wonky AI. I love it so much. Did you make a message less than 12 hours ago? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, because first words are reset every 12 hours. And it's working for some people, but not others. And everyone... Oh wait, no, I think StreamerBot has to be off for 12 hours. Maybe that's what the problem is. It was certainly not off for 12 hours. It's just everyone who was here yesterday. So I can't use this. I've learned my lesson. Wait, no, I can. It just crashes this game. We can do part 2. There's a second AI that gave the model control over the avatars. Integrate it with language. Oh, yeah. Talk like they're doing cringe RP to move the model. That makes sense. And then the other AI interprets the actions. I want to see it. Like if the language model types waves, the avatar will wave. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because glitches and things like that have always got me. Someone showed me Dug's joke bot, and I thought I was going to die. Can I have full screen? The joke bot. How dare you? The bone worm. Unsure if it'll become more than a toy project that just gets deleted. Hey, if it's a joke project that just gets deleted, at least you learned a lot, right? Why does full screen not work on this one, but it did on last one? You're watching the edited video of that earlier? Oh, no, sorry. I don't know what character you're using. If someone actually sends, like, an empty message... I really did have an error handler set up that would print a random one. I didn't expect you to take it that way and find a way to send an empty message despite the restrictions. You slowly learned what integrated AI with VR chat avatars is a nightmare. It simply must be incredibly funny, though. At least to some people. Good night, friend. That's okay. Thank you so much for your company today. Have a peaceful sleep. I hope it's appropriately deep. Stretch mouse. Oh yeah, Nimbus, I don't know if I asked how you were. I just said hi and then talked about automatic shoutouts. One time one of the AIs started meowing, and the other had apparently hallucinated the personality trait phobia of cats. Oh no. Meowing one chased the other one around the room for a few minutes. There you go, get that on camera and print it. Oh, just 1 second. I went to sleep so I could use my mind powers to bring the meat boxes inside. If you redeem scan, how wide do I think I could manage to appear? Also, yes, I did ask. Good. Doing well. Turning in early so you can get lots done tomorrow. When the blah mouse sleep. Other downside is it's extremely... Oh, that's right! You have to pay for, like, the tokens. 8-hour day running a single bot costs, like, $4 of compute time. That's why I haven't done more playing around with AI, even though I think it's really funny. I can't locally host it. Thank you, it was my widest attempts. Fairly cheap, but the voices for the highest quality is expensive. Plus the server space for hosting. Yeah, if it wasn't expensive, we would have Dagothar in here voicing our alerts. But for one, I feel a little bit weird about stealing human beings' voices like Ursula. And two, it is expensive. I helped you create characters for a tabletop role-playing game. I admit I use AI art in personal role-playing games. When it works. If you wanted one of those bots 24/7, no one is paying even remotely near that for a bot. Someone might, but I don't want to think about what they want to do with it. Always wanted to experience a lucid dream, by the way. A dream in which you're awake. A dream in which you can be anyone and do anything. Something went wrong, and I ended up having a terrible nightmare. It would technically work for that. Oh, a lucid dream? Yeah, kinda. To find art, yeah. It's like, I'm not going to commission an artist to draw up this one differently colored kobold. And I'm not even posting it anywhere, so bleh. He wants to optimize it down to $40 a month. If you can manage it, that would be a lot better. Before I woke up, I encountered monsters that wanted to hurt me. We don't know that. They never touched us. We're just projecting malice from them, the way you do in dreams. I saw a duck, and I knew my father was that duck, and I knew that he hated me. dream logic. I don't think they were a part of my dream. It felt like they came from outside, from the depths. Nightmare didn't fade away like I thought it would. I couldn't stop thinking about it. What if it was real? I became obsessed with it. I don't know why. Maybe I just wanted to prove myself wrong. So I went to the local library to see if there were any past records of dreams similar to mine. I had a dream several times, where you couldn't understand if you're awake or asleep. Both when I was awake and when I was still asleep. I get those too, and they suck. I've been having them a lot since I started streaming, actually. I worry that I start streaming and I fall asleep here. And I don't feel good again until I wake up in bed and realize that it was... I have to, like, prove to myself that none of it happened. Does the library keep records of dreams? Of course they do. In the works of authors throughout history. Lucid dreaming has, in your experience, been a grab bag in quality? I tried and didn't get it to work, and then this game put a stop to it. AI art is fine if used privately, exactly. Or in general, if generated using an ethically trained model, if you can find one. Or for shitposts. Sincerely, I agree. There are a few. Used to get really annoying dreams of Town of Salem. Always lost in your dream because you're so confused. I've never played that one. Thankfully, I've never had an upsetting, like, video game dream like that. Used to do a lot on purpose. Had it down to a science. I was practicing. I was getting close. I was getting better. And then this. And I literally, as soon as I played it, just stopped. Don't. I will not. Whoops. There you go. Have at your links. I'll improve the link block. Now that I know you can send images. You got stuck. Jeez, that actually sounds terrifying. Best Girl Alley does a wide. Oh, thank you for clipping my wide. Didn't play it that much, but you still had fun with it for a short time. Yeah, I thought it was like a, Is it a... I thought it was a board game. As long as you don't know you're dreaming, you're safe. The ominous tones come in. What a jerk of a piece of paper. It had to come in here and disillusion me. Dusty old book. All pages blank. Physics, thermodynamics. Nothing interesting here. Missing book. No exit. Batteries. Piece of paper. Horse. Song is have existed since human race. I'm trying to remember if I played Werewolf. I don't think I've even played Werewolf. I've always wanted to. Oh, I played Among Us once. I had a lot of fun. But it was mostly because I was with some amazing people at the time. Oh, hi. Oh, thank you. Nobody shows up. Do I have tabletop sim? I do. Lockdown Protocol is your favorite lately? Is that a social deduction too? You again. Why have you returned? This place is dangerous. Have we met? Not in person, however, last time I left you a recorded message which led you to the lighthouse. Shouldn't have come back here. Who are you? My name is not important. I'm a traveler, like you. You're a real sleeping human? Yes, as crazy as it sounds, I'm as real as you are. Sorry, my headphones. My headphones, sorry. Feels like they finally got the social deduction game right. I wouldn't mind some more social deduction either. Tabletop sim or otherwise. You have Werewolf board game? You'd host a community night of it? I'd be down. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my audio. It's over. It's so over. Oh wait, it's actually just busted this time. There's no sound. Never mind. Similar to Among Us in theme, but it's 3D, gorgeous, has more interesting tasking. Enemies are just dissident employees trying to kill everyone. Or prevent completion of tasks. So not like, what's that one that's going around right now? That's like an office environment? So this is not only my dream. Dreams are like personal pockets, but only to a certain level. At this depth, it's one big world for everyone. Much like reality. Well, what are you doing here? Currently, I'm hiding. Your actions have drawn their attention. Can't you wake up? Maybe I can, but I just don't want to. Maybe whatever life I had out there is even worse than this. It's none of your business. I guess. Lurkayla. Have a nice lurk, Lurkayla. Really want to play that one? That's on a frozen ship, but it's expensive. You need a lot of people. Red Hunger. Is that like a Cthulhu situation? We live in a reality. This depth, one big world? Think of it as a river that joins with another river, and so on. At one point, they all fall into the ocean. Any others? Realm is huge. You can find travelers from time to time. For example, have you met Felicity? She lives in the attic. Don't go there. She's dangerous. Why? Because she's crazy, that's why. She's been here for too long. Couldn't wake up and she lost it. Watch out for her. How long has she been here? How long have you been here? Years. She lost both her mind and her humanity. How long have you been here? That's none of your business. I'm not crazy if that's what you suggest. Well, now you know. But they won't let you reach the lighthouse this time. Can you tell me more about them? No, stop talking about them. They can sense it. You just don't talk about them. That is basically the first rule of all travelers. Why'd you bring them up? Can you help? No, I risked my life for you once. This time you're on your own. Stay hidden. If they sense you, if they find you. I've killed one of them with light. And that is exactly why you should go away. I don't want to be anywhere near when they get you. I don't know how to wake up. Of course you don't know. People spend years preparing for this, learning, practicing. I had no idea about this. So you jumped into a pool that's too deep without even checking, and you haven't learned to swim. Now leave before they find us. I'll go away if you help me. Since you killed one of them, they will hunt you. They probably already blocked all the ways out. This means you can only go deeper. Deeper? How and why would I? Because they might not look for you there. And sometimes you have to bounce off the bottom to reach the surface. And what about when I get deeper? I don't know. Never been deeper than I am now. Hopefully you find something to bounce off. Thank you. Goodbye. I have sound! Music just decided to stop. A piece of paper. First encountered this the early 80s, but my flashlight. It won't budge. We're at the shop. I found out that code is actually randomized between playthroughs of the first game, too. Hey! I was about to say music, but is it music? It's atmosphere, at least. Can you jump? I remember Bert. We're in. Timmy, Donnie, Toby, Tommy, Willie, Cody. Apparently Cody is lost without his plush tiger, and the first one was a reference to something. I can't remember what. What a jokester. Jeez. Well, thank you, Helpy. My sound is cut, but so is yours. This is normal. You remember that freaking head? Sometimes we're better off with no head. E? Damn. See, that would have been spookier had I realized that that door was the direction I came in. Oh, wait a minute. Key. We're in. Paper. Hacker mouse. You'd think mice would be great for hacking, but usually there's not much use. Or more of a periphery than anything else. By possessing bodies, which sometimes happens during comas. They can nibble on the wires. That's a good point. In Starfinder, they're actually great at hacking. Finally remember my Asoki with her AI girlfriend companion that lives in her brain. It allowed her to target people and act as though her base attack bonus was equal to her level. But she imagined that her AI girlfriend was aiming her gun arm. As in Ghost. Is alchemy magic hacking? You know, that's actually kind of a great way to think about it. You had a girlfriend in your head that told you if caves were a natural formation or not. Is that something that comes up often? I can barely see my reflection. We have received Plushy Tiger. Oh! The line's dead. Doesn't sound dead. Rados and Pathfinder are really good at alchemy. An old sewing machine. Needle acquired. Surprisingly often. Help. If you had a nickel for every time you had to wonder if a cave was a natural formation or man-made, etc., etc. Is it funnier if you explained or left it as random? Well, it was pretty funny. You can explain if you want to. Doesn't fit in here. That was it. I'll come back in a second. Very important. Cortana. Oh. The John Halo Cortana, not the Windows one. Reminded you of the ancestor moths. It was certainly an evocative passage. Ancestor monks from Oblivion. Okay. I was sitting here like, this is probably a cool bug that Isa's shown me at some point. I should pretend like I remember what it is. I remember something about moths. It was probably that. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. You installed Microsoft Cortana in your head, but she keeps trying to sell Microsoft Office. Yeah, much less useful. Ow. Phenomenon in it would seem they the dawn of the. Interesting. Fountain. Okay, you've been there too. Bag with a hole. We have notes, a flashlight, a pointer, a needle, and a bag with a hole. The attack detached from. To our realm. Unoccupied. I am walking into the woods after having put cereal in my shoes. Looking between the trees for notes. When they sense a mind, its body. TOs? TOS? It's my least favorite kind of cereal. The cereal for my shoes. Since we're talking about the horror of nostalgia, I've got a video to show you guys later. You got a song stuck in your head? Salad Fingers? It is not Salad Fingers. You know, I still haven't finished Salad Fingers. I haven't seen, like, the 2 new ones. They live, but desperately. Small mound of ground. They came out somewhat recently. And by recently, I mean within the past 4 years. That much I can say for certain. There was a key in the pot. Seems to go deep. I haven't thought of Salad Fingers for longer than that till now. They seem upset. I'll own up to thinking about them more recently. Mostly because of my GT Live fandom. Not GT Live, MatPat in general. I like it when the red milk comes out. Who doesn't? Now that you're thinking about it, a ton of old Flash animations are flooding back. It's a little overwhelming, but not unwelcome. I do hope it's not too much. You got a Game Theory t-shirt around here? I got a Game Theory Switch case. Nightfolk, or In the Realm of Dreams. I hope he doesn't mind. A little reminisce as a treat. You like a good chasm? That's good. Who's out there? Whoever's making that fapping sound, quiet down. Oh, sorry, Soul, you're fine. I put flour in the bag. It's 2/3 of the way full. Mushrooms look edible. You should try one and see. I wish. This character... I was about to say this character just isn't very adventurous, but... to be fair... they've had a lot of adventure. I'll take the small mound of dirt. You think you finished Warframe? Congratulations, I didn't know you could do that. Warframe annihilated. Frames, consider yourselves fatal. Just got jump scared by a life alert. Yours? Holds up level cap in the game. Just 9,999. Yeah, I think you did it. Good job. Amber alert. That makes more sense. Where was the pile of rocks? I'm so upset. Having it enabled on my phone would accomplish little, I admit. I would need to look outside for that type of thing to be effective. And why would I want to do that? I already picked up the rocks. I'm so dumb. I've been looking for rocks for 5 minutes. Look for mushrooms? Oh, that's so true. But if the child is around the mushrooms, the Fae have already had him, and there's just nothing I can do with that. Not dumb, just silly. Always. Main reason you go outside besides work. The search for mushrooms. Jump scared by a life alert just makes you think of being startled by help you've fallen and can't get up. Oh, of course. You don't have to apologize. That line was memed throughout my entire childhood. But much more during oobs and aw, thank you. Mushrooms or whatever else is cool to look at. Handle is stuck. We've also had a key for quite a while. I require a wrench. Wrench acquired. By possessing bodies? Oh, want to target vulnerable. I think that's the new one. Gee, it's so odd that they stack these notes in here like this. 90s, 2000s commercials feel like they came out of some sort of analog arc now. I never thought about that, but that's so true. I really never thought about it. What is an annuity? And why do they need the cash now? Who are these people? Time to erect a dispenser. What kind of dispenser? Low quality digital just isn't the same as crunchy analog cassette tapes. I have said the name so often today, usually in reference to Carla Lee's Nutburgers. But if you're interested in this type of thing, Brutal Moose does it a lot, and I really like those videos. He does these VHS treasure hunt things where he checks out, he just buys like blank tapes from the thrift store and then sees what's on them. No camcorder stuff, so don't worry about that. Only stuff recorded from TV. Better than modern brain dead ads. I mean, now they're just like 30 seconds, here's a pizza. The ones I hate are the ones that pretend to be like content. Like the ones that steal TikTok voices and stuff. Who does Spencer here? Brutal Moose is a fascinating niche channel. It's one of my favorites. You spelled Pudis wrong. Now I understand. You used to watch his microwave dinner reviews? Yes! I said it so often and I thought no one had heard of him. I was like, really? How? Did he collab with PBG at some point? Yes, yeah. Yes. I'm sorry? Someone saying something? Hello, Zellers? Oh, put it. Oh. Yeah, I haven't really. I didn't watch PBG as much. This is the guy with the kid cuisine video. You found him. You're so excited when you finally saw our real Zellers. I'll be honest, I don't even know what Zellers. I've heard of Tim Hortons. I've gone to a Tim Hortons. I had a Tim Hortons down the street from me. Do I know BDG? I don't. Brian David Gilbert? I was about to guess Bad Dragon Gaming. Brian David Gilbert's a much better, guess. And yes, I do. Cast, yes to which one? Brian David Gilbert? Once when you were 17, I asked for coffee black, and they said, are you sure? I love the, which Castlevania character is most huggable, is that? Was that what the video was called? He's still doing videos, I think. They're a bit different. They're not the same. But he's the one who taught me how to make the best popcorn at home. Mortal Cuddler. You catch him on Dropout? The wrench broke. Hear water flowing in the pipes. The wrench broke, but we still have a pointer. Give me a minute. Hitting random stuff always works. Oh, Froggo. Quick, it's emergency. Someone pat you. Are you okay? Sorry, I got distracted clicking knobs for a minute. Okay, you need to eat, but someone remind you to explain hello Zellers later. Of course. Good night, Nimbus. Sorry I missed that. You could never match his Waluigi love. Indeed, new profile picture. Wait, again? Oh! It got even cuter. That's incredibly. Starts barking. Can we throw someone to Lurkayla? Lakayla, rather, at this point? I love the new profile picture. Yeah, I'm sorry too. I think I saw a notification for it at like 2 a.m. Unfortunately, that is nice emotes nerd. There's emotes too. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry I can't be there to see you stream, but maybe someone else can. Check out how hard you can cry. That's so hard. Going to do what? You're barking. I assumed you wanted a treat, so I said someone should be thrown to you. Not in a weird way. Like thrown to the wolves. Someone as a treat. Why not? She's a bunny girl frog now. I guess that's true. I hadn't considered that. You'll take it? I'm sure there'd be a taker around here somewhere. See? We have volunteers chomping at the bit, as it were. Oh! No, I would never bring up the V word. Reset stays since Morse mentioned counter. I actually need that. It's becoming increasingly necessary. Just tiredly flipping the number over. Just a gentle nomming as a treat. I'm not cooked, chat. Jeez. I'm over here trying to do a simple puzzle, trying not to talk about vor. Yes, yes, gentle nomen. All tongue. Of course. Teeth only get involved with explicit permission. Oh my god, we did it. Thank you, game. Get me out of here. Try not to talk about vote. You should. Voting's very important. Made so many strange friends. What are you talking about? No one's strange around here. Good game. Bert's moist. Strange friends are the only kind you want. I mean, these are normal friends as far as I'm concerned. I've never had friends that aren't like this. Oh, Bert, need a napkin. Compared to your past, it's pretty out there. Bert needs a sock. But you're so much happier now? That's the main thing. Unfortunately, I do have to take a short break. It's time. I didn't get to pick. Howling back to the shadows. I'll go with you for a few minutes. See you all in less than 5. Then I'll come back and finish this, and that'll probably be the end. But I am coming back in less than 5. Hello. Welcome back. How is everyone? Welcome back, Cass. Hello, Mercury. How are you doing? Welcome back, Doom. Welcome back, Isa. Music wasn't working during that? Oh, I'm so sorry. I understand why. It's because of... It was probably on Chillin' Arcade, right? Which I have muted. Because I put it on this scene as well. Watch out, I'm gonna unmute it. Alright, it's gone from this scene. Doing super heckin' good? How's me? I'm doing super heckin' good too. Seeing you playing makes you want to replay some old horror games of yours. Which is a Doom mod. I saw a great Doom mod in a video. Like, My Home. I can't remember who did the video on it that I saw. But it was a great video, great mod. Also, yes, thank you for letting me know. I actually really appreciate it. Hey. It's held by some screws. We were specifically told not to come here. Screwdriver. Because of her. We're trapped. Metal plate is held by screws. Oh, I should not have been playing this so flippantly. I dropped it. Got it. Hey. She'll never figure out how to use an elevator. There's also another one. Might show it sometime. That's pretty exciting. Siege officially canceled. Sorry. I need to put on my big girl britches and handle the certain channels in my Discord. A long rope. Well, 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 I know where this is going. In the well. Must have been having fun as a commentator. Eat the troublemakers. A commentator. Eat the troublemakers. That's what some of them might want. Do you think web fishing is worth it? If you have... It wasn't addressed to me, but since I'm the one with voice here, I'll weigh in my opinion. If you got friends to play with, it's a lot of fun for the price that it is. It has been worth it to play with friends, exactly. Eat them in a non-enjoyable way. Like served with that black tar stuff that everyone hates, Vegemite. I know exactly what you're talking about. Don't have friends, though? Are there any Discords you're a part of where you could invite people to just hang out and play web fishing with you? I will say it's very much more for social. It's not much of a game to play alone, I think. No? That's reasonable. Some might enjoy it solo as well. I think there's definitely better options for a solo chill experience. Are you real this time? To be continued? We'll see about that. Young boy wakes up from a 3-month coma. 9-year-old boy came from a local orphanage who's been in a coma. Local boy from local orphanage who has been in a coma since February woke up yesterday in good health. Doctors previously didn't give him much chance of ever regaining consciousness. Boy's first words after opening eyes were, "My tiger has found me." We need some time for that. Lamau. I missed one note. I meant it in a friendly, inclusive way, of course. I'm very excited to play web fishing again. If only people didn't keep playing it while I was streaming. Joking, joking. But if you're already having fun chatting with people, web fishing is very nice sauce to put on top. You would never. It's okay if you do, I understand. So legitimately, I don't have much else, but I feel bad going so early. I should, though. It's not truly early, it's just recently from the ad. I need to remind myself I'm supposed to end it, too. I just used all my skips earlier to try to get through puzzles. Thank you for being amazing as always, both of you, and everyone here. Of course, of course. 6 hours of me is quite enough, I understand. I super know that's not how you meant it. Thank you as well, Doom. You are also amazing. Thank you for the wonderful company as well, Bibby. Best 6 hours of your day? Well, I hope you continue to have many more best hours ahead of you. Oh, thank you, Isa. Oh, thank you, Doom. I'm trying to decide if it's, awkward to raid Kay once again. Because she was here earlier, and she's, like, right there. But I read her stream title, and I really like it. Kay's cool. If she thinks it's weird I'm reading her again, I'll tell her it's your idea. I'm not sure what I'm playing tomorrow, I just realized, but I am going to play something tomorrow. And whatever it is, I'm going to play Ghost Song after it. Blame you and Fraga? I will. I don't have a message, just be nice to Kay. Nice plan. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I remember. It might be Solstice. Solstice and Legend of Legaia, coming to a stream near you. Queh? Queh. And goodbye.